Hey, what's going on, man? Goose, man. Coming back at your video. And hey, man, LSU ended the season on a high note as they won their last two games. They won last week against Florida, and now they somehow squeaked out a victory against Ole Miss as I mean 53 to 48. So if you had the over in this game, if you bet the over, congratulations. I think the over under was like 70 something, 71, 72, way over that. All right, so man, as LSU scores with like a minute left, a little over a minute left in the game, and then Ole Miss goes right down the field and they turn the ball over. LSU is able to run the clock out, but LSU really should have won this game by a lot more. I mean, anytime you're gifted 6 turnovers and you only turn the ball over once, that's your +5 in the turnover ratio, and you only win by like 5 points. I mean, defense has been horrible all year long, so hopefully Bo Pelini will be gone. But this video isn't about him; it's about LSU winning the football game. So I will try to keep it positive going forward. Max Johnson and Kayshon Boutte, man, as Kayshon Boutte eclipsed Josh Reed's record. I think Josh Reed had 293 yards receiving against Alabama back in 2001 when LSU played Alabama in Tuscaloosa. I was at that game, and I remember that game vividly. But Kayshon Boutte had 308 yards receiving, 14 receptions, 3 touchdowns. Max Johnson threw the ball 51 times, completed 27, 435 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. And he's 2-0 as a starter. Max Johnson is 2-0 as a starter, as he won last week, and of course he won a few moments ago. So LSU finished the season 5-5. It's a lot better than what it looked like after the Alabama game. Looked like everything was going to unravel for LSU after the Alabama game. They were going to finish 3-7. They weren't going to win another game, but somehow they managed. Somehow they put it together, beat Florida. And somehow they were able to outlast Ole Miss. Ole Miss, of course, they've had a very good offense all year long, but these were the worst 2 defenses in the SEC, and these 2 defenses didn't disappoint. If you know what I'm saying, both these defenses couldn't stop anything. LSU just was able to get enough stops on defense. When I say stops, turnovers, and 53 points. Yeah, you should win the game if you score 53 points in college football, and you should win it with ease. But hey, it's not what happened. So hats off to Max Johnson, hats off to Kayshon Boutte. Look, and another is Williams and Bradford, 2 running backs that probably weren't going to play today. But Chris Curry was just ineffective. He's lost something from last year. If you saw that Oklahoma game last year in the Peach Bowl, he had a lot of explosiveness, but he's lost something. He can't hit the hole. I like him. I like him as a player. I think he runs hard. Of course, Emory and Ty Davis Price were both out today. That was big. I thought with Ty Davis Price and John Emory, if they were healthy and able to play in this game, I thought LSU were able to run the ball at will against Ole Miss. But with those 2 guys out, LSU was put behind the 8 ball. Running football, but they did manage to run for 158 yards on 43 carries, 2 touchdowns. As Max Johnson, 14 carries, 45 yards. Williams had 12 for 55, and Bradford had 9 for 53. So LSU ends the season on a high note, 53-48 win over Ole Miss. So 5-5. So no losing season. It's still a 500 record. Still not what LSU fans and what the LSU coaches probably wanted, but the way this season was after Missouri and after Alabama. You really couldn't ask for a better outcome. Didn't look promising that LSU would ever get to 500 at the end of the year, and they did it. So like I said, I'm not going to pound my chest on that, but hey, we've got a good recruiting class coming in next year. So hopefully we can get some of these guys back. Some of the seniors back, since the seniors are eligible to come back this year, since it doesn't count against your eligibility. And also, we need to keep some of the juniors, these draft eligible juniors. These guys that are going to be picked in the 4th, 5th, 6th round. Those guys have got to come back for LSU, just to add some quality depth to our football team going forward in 2021. So, all right, guys. So I'm gonna head on out of here. I'm gonna go watch the Alabama-Florida game. Hopefully that game is good. But LSU wins 53-48 as Max Johnson 2-0 as a starter, 435 yards through the air. He did have the one interception, but he threw 3 touchdown passes, and then the game winner, Kayshon Boutte, with about a little over a minute left to go in the game. So hopefully next year will be better for LSU. But I think we found our quarterback, and I think we found our #1 receiver next year in Kayshon Boutte. Have a great one, guys, and go Tigers!